Hello and welcome back everybody. JD here. Doing a little something different. I know this is a gaming YouTube channel. We do a lot of games with my kids and my family and stuff. But I want to do something a little bit different. I do kind of work on a farm, but I don't actually put down crops. It's more mowing and maintenance and stuff like that. A lot of different odd end stuff. I mean, it's trimming trees, you name it. So it's mostly getting rid of a lot of brush and stuff like that. And I do acquire a lot of brush, and I'm going to show that here in just a second, along with what I accumulate on my land. So my daughter suggested me doing a hugelkultur raised bed, and I asked her what that was and everything. I've been watching a lot of videos on the internet, which I found really interesting. So if this is the first video you've seen, go ahead and skip for now. Go get some people that actually knows. But if you do know about it, and you want to learn more about it, what I'm looking for is people that can help me along. Don't really do gardening because I don't have a place for a garden here where I live. I can kind of show a little bit of that as well. But like I said, I do get a lot of sticks, and I can make some compost and stuff, which I just started this year. So we get a lot of grass, I get a lot of leaves, and we got 6 of us in our family that lives here in this house. So we accumulate a lot of food waste, and I wanted to do a hugelkultur raised bed with the leaves and stuff, and do compost on top of that. So I would like for everybody to subscribe up. If you're not here for the gaming and you're here for this raised plant bed and my progress over time with it, I plan on filming over time. About every 2 to 3 months I'll film the progress of what is going on. So sub up, it helps my family. I'm trying to get to 1,000. And whenever you do, if you're just here just for this, just hit the reminders that let you know when I'm uploading videos and stuff. Just turn it off, because we do a whole lot of games, a whole ton of them. It is family friendly, but I don't want it to be annoying. Just come on back and visit whenever you want. If you're fine with seeing all my posts, then let it go. But I'm going to show you a little bit, kind of what I deal with, and just been kind of burning and stuff. So we're going to show you. Okay. So as I was saying, we accumulate a lot of trees, especially in my work and stuff. Like this here just came from mine and my neighbor's house, and whenever I get it from my neighbors, I always have burnt it before, but I've got a lot of trees here along with the woods right here beside me that goes down to what they call a lake. It's just an oversized pond, but I accumulate tons and tons of sticks and limbs, and I got 2 trees dying, and they're leaving a lot of limbs on the ground. So this winter I am planning on building a raised plant bed. I do have some old windows that I'm trying to sell. If they don't sell, then I'm fixing to use them possibly as a greenhouse option. Right here's a bunch of sheet metal that I got really cheap. Right here is several pallets that's pretty much the same size. They did have a bunch of them. They was all free. But like I said, these here was all the same size. So I plan on making my beds out of them. Looking at it, I figure I probably can make at least possibly 2 beds out of that. Okay, so since I can't afford a wood chipper, and I want to try to keep it just as natural as possible, I'm going to make this sawdust here. This all comes from a lot of the limbs and stuff that I have brought into home. I'm making sure there's no black ash or anything that could be harmful to the compost and stuff. I'm mixing the ashes in with my compost. I did a little looking on the internet since I don't have a wood chipper or anything. But I'm going to mix this in with my compost because it still has nutritional value, and I can add that to my already going compost. I plan on using these wood chips. I don't have a wood chipper, but I can get a little exercise. It's good for everybody. Okay, these are the actual compost that I actually got going on right now. And I'm doing them in old trash cans. But they're starting to get really heavy, especially this one. As you can see, and I just started it not too long ago. I come out here and me and my son flips them. And we've been using this, but I plan on transferring them to 5-gallon buckets because like I said, they are getting heavy. And I don't like heavy. So I got to dump some of my construction waste and stuff, my concrete blocks and all that. And I'm going to start transferring these to 5-gallon buckets. This is nothing but grass clippings from the yard since probably about end of July is when I started. I filled these two and this big one up with grass. And it had a few leaves in it. But as you can see, it's October. Fall is here. So now I'm going to start incorporating a lot of leaves and stuff like that to it. So I'm doing a really lazy man's version of compost.
I did.
That's nice. It's supposed to split, huh?
Woo! It's in there.
It's in.
It's in. I mean, it's in real far.
Let's tip it over.
Watch your feet.
Here. Stick it back in there. Right there. Put it in it.
Come on.
You can do it.
What is this?
There, right there. Keep it.
Woo! Whoa. Don't be too violent with the thing.
That's the whole point, rather.
I don't care.
Now we gotta split this in half.
Okay.
Low
Right
key.
here.
Scares.
You gotta drop it. Hang on. See if this side's wider. There you go. See if Robin can stick it. You gotta make it stick. Hit it hard.
Hit it like you hit me.
Now you gotta split it. Hold, get that sledgehammer.
Why?
Just tap it. Is all you gotta do.
Just tap, like tap.
Get on the other side. And your little look at this. This is shoes that's appropriate for splitting wood.
This thing on it. It isn't.
Get your feet back.
It isn't.
I'm telling you, boots are actually way better.
You actually have to hit it. You can't tap it into the cracking. Hard. Now you got it. Okay, so what do you want for Christmas?
Don't light a sledgehammer if that'd be okay.
Don't pull it out, Tyler. Well, if it's lighter, it'll take longer.
Really?
Look.
Yeah. I just hit them.
Look right there. You did that. You can hear it cracking. Mm-hmm. Now that's appropriate footwear if you're a cowboy. I'm not a cowboy.
That's terrible footwear.
I like how you're wearing proper shoe attire today. Hit it. You have trouble picking it up?
Ow.
Almost already all the way through. I had my double-headed axe.
That's just scary watching you use the double-headed.
There you go.
That was good enough.
Now, Robin, try your sledgehammer.
Get it down.
She wanted a sledgehammer that wasn't as heavy. It's still about a 2-pound sledge.
Dude, where's all
Is
the...
it gonna even work?
If you hit it hard enough, of course it will work.
No, Robin, come on.
Come on, Robin.
I just crashed up on
Look at it go in there. I told you. She's hitting it actually solid. Hit it.
Really?
Tell it.
He's got a nice little crack going through that. It's okay. The handle's indestructible. You can hit it all you want. Hit it.
Hit the handle. I want to see if it's really indestructible.
He already has several times. I have too over time. They when they first demonstrated the first video I was seeing, they actually drove over it with a truck. They had it propped up, and it just sat there and bent down. That's why I bought it. Yeah, it's heavy.
Yes, it's heavy.
Go.
Go get the other one done.
You don't need to tap it with that little. There it is. Told you. Okay, me and the kids got the first raised bed done. We got the wood chopped up for the hugelkultur bed. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then we're going to fill it full of leaves and other small wooded, and then compost and dirt on top of that, and then pray we get enough sunlight here and grow a small amount of goodies with it this summer. There you go. Good job. Get your big handful. Shove it around. There you go. Got all sticks and hickory nuts and all that.
Right.
Yeah, you can get that stick out.
I think
Right now we're just backfilling before we put the compost on top. So basically it has a collection of hickory nuts and sticks and some dirt that nature's made itself, where it collects at where we scooped it up from in the driveway. And we're just backfilling all these holes over here and stuff, and getting it full all the way out to the edges, so that way when we come in here with the compost, I have a nice little bed. So whether or not this plant bed works out or not, I do hope that it is going to grow a little bit. But basically we're just trying to take waste, a little bit of what nature does, and have a little fun and exercise. And in the end, hopefully we'll get a few garden varieties. We're also going to look at doing a 50-gallon container growing as well, and getting and making compost tea and worm casting tea. So we're going to be doing that too. Think about selling tea. Cool. You're pretty good at this stuff. When you get tired, let Daddy do something, okay? Okay, so I got all the hickory nuts. Pretty much all of them. I'm still picking a few out. And but mainly, I mean, I hope the camera actually shows how black this is. This is the dirt that was left behind after I got off all of the top layer of nuts and stuff. This is just broken down leaves and wood, and usually have a lot of worms up there breaking it down. But there's no food in that or nothing. I'm going to add my compost to it as well and mix it all together whenever I start planting this spring. And then hopefully these massive trees and tall house don't block out most of my sun, because this is the only spot on my whole property I got to grow anything. So I'm going to have to try to include some plants maybe that don't require a lot of sunlight, or I'm going to have to do some stuff to try to speed it up and make sure they get plenty of what they need. If not, it's been a fun project for me and the kids.